Hello, hello. Welcome to the Strong Network podcast with me, Dr. Carla Michelle. I'm so happy to have, as always, this time with you. Happy day. Today is a Monday when I'm recording, and here in sunny California, and it's not so sunny lately. I don't know if you've been watching the news, but here we've been getting a lot of rain, and a lot more is due this week. So enough of the weather forecast. How are you? How are you doing? How was your weekend? I want to remind you, I do have Mind Reset Meditation Monday through Friday, 6:30 to 6:40. If you ever want to join, there is I will add a link to the show notes, but you can reach out at hello@drcarlainc.com. That's hello@drcarlainc.com, DRCARLAINC.com. And we can make sure you get that link. You can also visit me at drcarlainc.com to find out more about what I'm doing and the services that I offer. I am an executive coach, and I have the opportunity to work with some amazing people. And if you feel amazing and you're looking for some coaching, whether it's career, professional, or in life, let's chat. And once again, email hello@drcarlainc.com. So I want to touch on a couple of things. I want to ask some questions. Yes, I want to ask you some questions. When it comes to life, when it comes to what do you want, where you see yourself, I mean, this is what we talk about here. Strong, strategic, talented, resilient, optimistic, necessary. So you can go global. I have an event this evening talking to a group of ladies. So I wanted to kind of share some of the questions I will be posing with this group tonight. So you get it first. So I'm going to start with question one. And here we are. We're the first day of spring, March 20th. And we are getting ready to go we're almost done with the first 90 days of the year. I want to ask you, what are your top goals or aspirations? And then how do you feel about your progress so far towards achieving them? So what are your top goals? It's 90 days. What did you start with? And are they still your top goals? Because it can adjust. And then how do you feel about your progress toward achieving them? Now, I'm going to pause me in this recording. Go get a piece of paper, go get your journal, your pen, or wherever you can write these questions down, because these are great 90-day check-ins, all right? In your opinion, what does it mean to be content or fulfilled? In your opinion, what does it mean to be content or fulfilled? And how do you know when you achieved it? How do you know when you've achieved contentment and fulfillment? I was listening to I think it was a program. No, it was a YouTube channel. And they asked the person who was making all this money, when will it be enough? So that's the question. When will it be enough? How many raises do you need? When will it be enough? When will you have enough money saved? When will it be enough? When will it be enough if we even take it out of the financial part of it? When will the person or someone you're dating, because maybe for those who are moving through the dating scene quickly, who will be enough for you? Do you even know who will be enough? Or is it just the chase of finding that someone and kind of going, nah, it's not it. Nah, it's not it. And you're missing something. But who will be enough? What will be enough? How will you know when you found contentment? And how do you know when you've achieved the very thing that you want? How would it feel? How would you know? Will it stop you, or will you just keep adding? Number 3, what are some of the biggest obstacles or challenges that you face in pursuing contentment in your life? What are some of the biggest obstacles or challenges that you face when you're pursuing contentment in your life? Question 4. What role do relationships, whether romantic, platonic, or otherwise, play in your happiness and well-being? How much power do you give romance, friendships, or anything other kind of relationship? How much power do you give them to make you happy and to heighten your well-being? Question 5. What activities or hobbies bring you the most joy and fulfillment? And then if they bring you the most joy, if they bring you fulfillment, how often are you doing them? When are you going to stop doing the things you don't like and do more of the things you do? Many of us spend a majority of a day doing things we don't really care for a check, for a relationship, for whatever reasons. And some things maybe you have to do, and I don't know what those are. But how can you start doing more of the things that bring you joy and bring you fulfillment? Question 6, how do you define success for yourself? And then, how does this definition affect the decisions you make and the actions you take in your life? So, how do you define success for yourself? And how does this definition affect decisions you make and the actions you take? Because we can define success based off of someone else's success, but we're not doing what that other person is doing. So I like to say, what is your own definition of success? One of the things I like to do on our intake form for coaching is ask that question. How do you define success? What does success look like to you? And it's so interesting that I'm going to tell you, I've never read a comment to that question or answer to that question. It's never been the same. Out of all the people that have filled out an intake form, it has never been the same because everyone has their own definition of success, and we should. And we should. Now you have your definition, but what decisions are you making and actions are you taking to see that definition come alive in your life? Question 7, what steps are you willing to take to achieve your goals and find contentment in your life, even if these steps may be difficult or uncomfortable? Even if they're difficult or uncomfortable, what steps are you willing to take? Another question I like to ask, what are you willing to do? You want to be coached, you want support, you want money. What are you willing to do? Not just to get support and coach and money. What do you do to maintain it? What are you doing to scale it? It's more than just getting it, it's keeping it, it's growing it. Question number 8, how do you balance your own needs and desires with the expectations and responsibilities that others may have of you? You know that saying, if you don't have a plan, someone does have a plan for you? How do you balance your own needs and desires with the expectations and responsibilities that others may have of you? How are you getting yourself involved? Where's your time? Where's your fun time? Where's the things that make you happy? Where's the times where you just want to sit still? Take a bath by yourself without being disturbed. Mothers. What do you want for your life? What do you need on your calendar? Your calendar could be filled with everyone else's responsibilities. What are you doing? And I'm going to hit on moms who are working on this, because mothers in work, so you have, where's the time for you? So you're working and you may have kids and you're coming home. When is your time? Women who don't have kids but are working, when is your time? Men who are listening this, I don't know. It seems like men are able to find their time, whether it's in front of a TV watching sports and, March Madness is happening right now. They seem to have something. You guys who listen here, you seem to have something. You know how to take the time. I don't know what happens to us where we overfunction and do so much and feel guilty about what we do and don't do. And we don't take time. We feel guilty if we take a bath. We feel guilty if we leave our kids somewhere. We feel guilty if we're not being a good mother. We feel guilty if we're not a good wife. We feel guilty, all the guilt that comes. So then we don't give ourselves permission to relax. So, how do you balance your own needs and desires with the expectations and responsibilities that others may have of you? It's time to make a plan. Number 9, what support systems do you have in place to help you navigate challenges and stay focused on your goals? What support systems? Get a support system if you do not have one, or many, because you don't just have to have one. You can have many support systems, many levels. If it's not a best friend, a family member, a therapist, a coach, they're all a coworker, a colleague. There's so many levels. What support systems do you have in place to help you navigate challenges and stay focused on your goals? Finally, what advice would you give other women who are struggling to find their way in life and achieve their goals? What advice would you give to other women who are struggling to find their way in life and achieve their goals? So there's 10 questions as we come to the close of the first 90 days of 2023. Use these in your journal, share them with friends. Hey, gather some women together, gather people together. This is not gender specific. Some of the things that I've said but these questions can be used for anybody at any time. So gather some people together, grab some couples and ask this question, make it towards relationships. How can you use these questions that I'm giving you to help your life and help your next 90 days that are coming? Because they're coming. Well, I just want to thank you. Thank you for spending this time with me. If you have not already, please share this podcast with someone you know. Share, and when you share it, also, if you haven't already, you are able to give a 5-star rating, which helps us in iTunes to help the algorithm. So you'll find us on iTunes and Apple Podcasts as well as Spotify, and there's many others. But listen, let's share it with someone. Let me know what it's doing for you, how it's helped you. I love hearing from you. Remember, hello@drcarlainc.com. I hope to hear from you soon. Take care, and I will see you next time. All right, stay strong.